2,000 years later.
So, intro messed up. Good, right?
Hey, it is what it is. What's up, Joe?
Hey, I'm being lazy as always. So, today we're going to be chatting things wrestling and WrestleMania, the road leading up to it, as we don't know the actual outcomes yet of what's not listed, but we've got part of it.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. We got a rumored, a few rumors that I've heard, a little bit of behind the scenes rumblings, and of course all the matches that they've announced. I got the full list of those, and yeah, hadn't had time to really watch much wrestling, so maybe you can help me catch up storyline wise and whatnot. But I've seen up until a couple weeks ago. So.
Yeah.
I thought.
I've got everything pulled up so I can see it. Well, just about. It'll help if I actually put the chat on. So they've managed to split the 2 days so at the moment, but we only know 2 matches for each day. Well, 1 match a day. So at the moment it's a 1 match show.
Well, we also have a list of confirmed matches. They haven't announced on where I'm looking at. They haven't announced what day it's on.
Yeah.
But they have a list of matches here. So where do you want to start, man?
We'll start with match 1 and go from there. Then to the confirmed days. So it's a single match and the championship match that we don't need to talk about until last.
Okay.
As after all, that's one of them's the main event.
The main event. Yeah,
And one for me is potentially just a tie-up match. And I'm being polite with that.
So, what is the first day or the first match that you know of the day and other than the title match?
The first match is, well, basically a toilet break match. That I'm calling it is because I just don't find that an interesting match in any way. And it's Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. I just don't find that interesting.
You know, I kind of have mixed emotions on it. On the one hand, it's Logan Paul.
Just fire him out of a cannon. That'll get ratings better. I'll watch that.
Oh man, but
mind you, it has to be a Shark Tank. He lands in.
I mean, why can't they? Why can't they put him in a Hell in the Cell match one of these days? I mean, you know, there's a couple of schools of thought here. Like, I think
throw him off the wrong side.
Well, I think as wrestling fans ourselves, and for people that have been exposed to the industry for so long and really take things a little bit further than just an average, if there is such a thing as an average wrestling fan and viewer, a casual fan. It's not just like, sweating over every single detail like some people, like, some of us are. I mean, for the casual viewer, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's a spectacle. I mean, it's putting people in seats, because it's Logan Paul. On the other hand, you have like true hardcore wrestling fans are like, ew, Logan Paul, what's he doing here? And I can understand that viewpoint. Logan Paul, I think, is a little different. I mean, I don't know. I don't follow the guy's social media, and I don't keep up with him. But from what I've seen in the past couple of appearances in ring, he's put forth the effort to train. Which, I mean, I've seen professional wrestlers that don't put forth the effort to train. So, I mean, I was just thinking here, like, Joe, if you asked me how I would describe Logan Paul as a professional wrestler and this whole gimmick that he's got going on right now, I think what I would tell you, just, knee-jerk reaction, is Shane McMahon done right. They've put him with the right cast of characters. They've given him the right training. They're using him as a spectacle, a one-shot, and he's willing to do all those things and take the training and utilize it to perform all of these high-risk, high-impact maneuvers. So yeah, I mean, I see it both ways. Like, if this guy really wants to be a part of the WWE universe, like, he's putting in the time, I'm going to respect him for that. Other people that just crap all over the fans, like, some people from the MMA world that just disrespect the WWE fans all over, social media left and right, and then turn around, lie to their face, and give them a happy little smiling promo on WWE. Those are the people that just need to get out of the business.
There's, like, for me, there's been a couple of things he's done that I strongly disagree with, just because he wants views on his channel. And I think I've said it to you in the past, Sean, and that's just one of them. It's just, I don't care about the person because of that and that issue.
That's fair, man. That's what makes the world so interesting.
Because the second issue was basically that he wanted Cena in a match. He's like only going after the names of WWE, not wrestlers at the bottom. He's not starting anywhere. He's just starting at the top. He's wanting. That's kind of what I feel that he's not exactly done. He's started at the bottom to either grow as a wrestler and character.
So, how would you book him? Like,
I would start him off with some of the smaller wrestlers that also need some spotlight, that need a bit of more of a push.
Do you ever let one of them win?
I would say yeah, because some of the wrestling, well, WWE doesn't have that many top draw wrestlers, do they?
They don't.
They need to grow some, and you can't just say, hey, this guy was good in NXT, he's going to be good in WWE. He might sync with WWE.
That's a gamble.
Hmm.
And I also, it's again one of those things I see it both ways. Going that route where he becomes an everyday wrestling fan's household name, it
Yeah.
loses the spectacle big time.
Hmm.
Because you got to think like Logan Paul's got stuff going on outside of the wrestling universe. So as a marketing tool, he's actually better for the WWE to do outside things and be under contract for a specific number of days or events. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's purist versus marketing versus rating versus ticket sale.
Yeah.
It's the business.
Hmm. I just like to see people grow rather than with the company, rather than just getting the belt shots.
Yeah. I think WWE is trying. Like, we keep talking about every time we have one of these live special event video podcast things over on my channel. We always seem to touch on the topic of, like, they keep developing talent in NXT that it's just copycat after copycat. Everybody gets the same gimmick
Hmm.
that the WWE wants somebody to embrace. Like, the WWE has already made the character. They're just looking for an actor and an athlete all in one package to fill that role. And then once they get 2 or 3 of those that all fit in the same costume, they pick, one to go on to Raw, and then they change the other one's gimmicks or, whatever it is. Like, and they're trying.
Yeah.
They're trying. I don't know. The misuse of talent is always been a hot topic for debate.
So the next match is Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley.
Team Rhea, all the way.
Hmm.
Don't like
Do you think-
the whole Dom storyline. I don't like the whatever the group's called. Not a big
I think
fan.
it's Judgment Day.
Judgment
I
Day.
don't know.
And the name of a pay-per-view. I think Edge was maybe even like on the cover of the poster or something.
Yeah.
I know, dude. Like, get rid of all that stuff. Just let Rhea be Rhea. But actually, let Rhea be with Damian Priest. And then let Finn be Finn. And let Dom be Dom. Or put Dom with somebody else. Just get rid of it and let Rhea and what's his face? Just be the next Edge and almost said Lita. Edge and Beth Phoenix. Or for that matter, Lita Hardy or whoever.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think the match could go either way. It just depends how much they want to please Ric Flair.
It's funny you said that because I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, I mean, Charlotte's the golden child on that roster. Like, it's just like if John Cena came back and said, I can commit to you 300 days a year for the next 2 years. Like, you better believe he'd have a belt on him, like, immediately.
Yeah.
Charlotte comes back, and boom, what happens? Give me that back. Thanks for holding it.
How would you see this match going?
I think
It
there's going to
says,
be a lot of trash talking from Rhea Ripley.
hmm,
I think there's going to be a lot of physicality from Rhea. Um, I I'm probably wrong, but I just can't get over seeing Charlotte Flair as a cheerleader. You know, as athletic as she is, and you know her moveset and everything, like I just can't get over her her just standing out as a character as just a cheerleader, and there's no way that anybody of that stature can, you know, face up to Rhea Ripley. Um, Rhea's got mic skills, she's got ring presence, she's got crowd control, and she's got a wimpy little manager, Harvey Whippleman little thing, Dominic Mysterio over there.
yeah, I think if Dominic's outside the ring, he might get involved.
Put those two in a cell.
Hmm.
Put everybody in a cell and make Hell in a Cell what it should be. Make T-shirts, sell tickets, make
Hmm.
uh, stickers and all that stuff, man. Like bring back actual Hell in a Cell where every match is Hell in a Cell, every one of them.
I think the reason why they've got rid of that is so it's like the end of an argument, the Hell in a Cell matches, not just a how do you do match.
I haven't even looked at the roster. I'm just talking about like in general on their Hell in a Cell pay per view. Like,
Yeah.
don't even start it with a Hell in a Cell match if it's the main event. And if you do start it with a Hell in a Cell match, like keep it going with the Hell in a Cell matches all night long. You know,
Hmm.
my opinion. I'm not the booker. Um, yeah, you know, outside interference is going to be a thing. I mean, how can it not be a thing? And
Yeah.
then everybody's gonna get banned from ringside. Mick Foley needs to be the referee. Like, yeah, I do see
Well,
all hell
Rich,
breaking loose, and I see a dirty, underhanded win from Charlotte.
yeah.
It's true
That,
Nature Boy style.
I think if it goes that Charlotte's going to lose the belt, it's going to be she's going to perform like a high risk move and some other riskier moves to make it worth it for her because Ric Flair said it on something. You want the loss to be memorable, not just the win. Otherwise, it's who did Rhea beat? I can't remember. But if she does something big, it's oh she beat Charlotte, isn't it?
I don't think Charlotte's had the belt long enough to drop it.
Hmm.
Cause like, didn't she just get back? Like, I know my time frame's all kinds of messed up. Like, I'm still in
She
like
got
December over
it
here. It's cold.
from. She got it back from Ronda Rousey in a 2-second match.
Right. And how long ago was that?
Um, I think a couple of months.
Yeah, so not even very long.
Hmm.
I'm just concerned, like, not concerned, but you know, it wasn't the right time for Rhea Ripley to get the title when Charlotte was out. But now, I mean, it is time, and it could lead up to a great SummerSlam rematch. Like, who's gonna fight the winner of this at SummerSlam? Because that's where we're going.
I'm not really got a pick for this. So I'm just gonna say it down the middle and be like, either will win.
I think Charlotte's gonna win,
Mm,
but I want Rio to win. I really
yeah.
do.
Mm,
All right. Well, we talked about Hell in a Cell. Let's talk about the Hell in a Cell match that's going to be happening. It
Edge
is,
versus Finn Balor.
yes, Edge versus Finn Balor, and it's
Mm,
rumored to be the Demon versus the Brood Edge.
yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. I haven't watched the
Mm,
rumors on the TV.
mm.
What the interviews do say.
It this could be quite an interesting match, as I'm on the side of I don't want Edge to get hurt, but this could be a really good match if it's a lot of banging around and smashing into the cage.
Here's how I see this going.
Mm,
This is going to be a classic fight.
mm,
We're going to have Edge, the
mm.
brawling style,
Yeah.
with the occasional high risk, but not really.
Mm,
So he's going to be grounded majority of the match.
mm,
Then you're going to have Finn flying all over the place being Finn Balor.
mm.
That's going to make for a great show. It's going to
Yeah.
make for a good pop when Finn finally gets caught by a spear out of midair.
Yeah.
And it's going to protect Edge a
Mm.
lot. Like, Finn can run that match all by himself and wrestle a chair and make it look good. So
I
I
did
think it's going to be a
watch
great
that.
match. Edge is not afraid to slam into the cage. Finn's not afraid to fly. And I'm very much looking forward to it. I'd like to see some kind of gimmick involved.
Mm.
If it's the Demon and the Brood Edge, like I want to see more than just that. Like, I don't know, bring smoke under the ring, make some kind of a haunted house thing happen. I mean, like, go Uncle Howdy with it, but not
Yeah.
Uncle Howdy. Just, I don't know. I'd rather have the conga line again. Whatever that guy's name was.
No way, Jose.
No way, Jose. No way, Jose. Yeah. What do you think, man?
I think as long as Edge doesn't end up seriously hurt, it's going to be a good match.
I'm going Finn for the win.
Hmm.
That's gonna
I'd
make
like to see Edge spear off the top rope Finn Balor.
I bet that's gonna happen.
Hmm. And I think that could be a really good match.
Very much looking forward to that.
And the thing you said about wrestling in a chair, we did watch that.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, where else do we want to go to?
So Bianca Belair versus Asuka.
Bianca Belair. That ponytail person?
Yeah. Please cut that off.
Asuka's got no time for a ponytail.
Asuka cuts it off. Snip, snip.
Special run-in appearance by Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah.
And then he throws her through the barbershop window. Get in the chair.
You overdrew a haircut.
Oh, man. I don't know, man. Typical mid-carder match, in my opinion.
Yeah. Sadly, that's a champion. She's got the championship, and here's the thing that bugs me. She's defends it all the time, they say. She's been wrestling Damage Control in a six-woman match, mostly. So how she defended that title? Because house shows don't count, because we don't see them.
Right? No. Yeah. Does she defend it like every single pay-per-view? Or premium live event?
Probably.
Well, if that's the case, then they're usually within their 30-day guidelines. Unlike, Roman, Rock, One Chain. I saw an interview with Santino yesterday, and it's got me cracking up ever since.
Yeah. Santino's funny.
He used to go around trying to make all of the other wrestlers laugh during live segments, live interviews on TV. His goal was to get everybody. But John Cena. Anyway. Triple threat for the WWE Intercontinental title.
That's cool.
Well, actually, no. I mean, who do we have for winner on the Asuka match? I don't think we ever got there.
So, I want Asuka, just because I don't see any of the matches with her defending the belt. It's like I've seen her at NXT UK when she was being the heel.
Alright, so right now Becky Lynch is tag team champions with Lita.
Yeah.
And we've got Bianca Belair, who is also on Raw. Well, is Lynch is on Raw, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she lost the title to Bianca Belair. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Bianca has got the title now. So Lynch, after this, is going to be without a title championship. They're going to lose to Damage Control, in my opinion. So that's going to vacate that title reign for her, leaving her to do whatever. So that's going to play into the Raw Women's title match. And I think between the two of those competitors, Asuka and Bianca, it's... I like Asuka as a performer.
Yeah.
But as a promo, it's not like, in my opinion, championship material. And it's almost too late to give her a manager or a mouthpiece. Unless you somehow played that into a storyline. But if you're going to give her the belt, why do you give her a manager afterwards? It weakens her to give her a manager. There's no reason for that. If she's already doing great for herself, she doesn't need anybody else. And the winner of that match is going to have to defend the belt against somebody, and that somebody might be Becky Lynch. It might be... who else? Nobody. Cody Kai, Sky. That's it. You got what's her face? She's not even on this card, is she?
Is that?
Little Miss Bliss.
Yeah, apparently she's out of action.
What happened?
Um, I think she's going under character change, so she's off camera.
Is there any reason other than
The last I
IRL
saw
reason?
was there was a bit of interactions with Uncle Howdy, and that was basically it. And she may be going for being with Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt. So they're taking her off camera a little.
And there's no Bray Wyatt and no Uncle Howdy on this card either yet.
Hmm. I think there's rumors they don't know what they're doing yet. Or they've not worked it out properly.
Bray Wyatt has lost his mystique, man.
Hmm.
The gimmick's over. It's the same thing they did. Like this is going to be round 3 for that.
Hmm.
You've got in the beginning you had that CCTV segment thing where they were doing the different camera angles and like they were cutting into the broadcasts.
Yeah.
Like that was, back in the 90s, I guess.
Hmm.
And then after that, you had DX taking over the control room and stuff like that. Then you had Bray Wyatt. Here we are, interrupting broadcasts, taking over the control room. Like, the gimmick's great the first time around.
Potentially he's working with Bobby Lashley. If and when that gets announced.
Here's my problem with Bobby Lashley.
He can't talk.
There's that. Like, how can you want to fight Bobby Lashley? Like, what has Bobby Lashley ever done to anybody?
Yeah.
He is the most stand-up, polite individual on the face of the planet. Like, his posture is perfect. He works out every day. Like, he's just like the perfect man. How can anybody want to fight this guy? Needs a bit of meanness to him.
He didn't tie someone's shoe up when they asked for help.
Didn't carry somebody's bags properly.
Hey, I'm going with the show because the size of him, he can carry everyone's luggage and not complain.
And the wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I see Bray Wyatt there now. I've got a rumor sheet pulled up. Bobby Lashley and Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Uncle Howdy just needs to say adios. Go back to your
But
other
who do you think
bro.
it is in the costume?
Oh, it's his brother. What's his face?
Bo Dallas.
Yeah. You gotta Bo leave, man. You got that classic Bo Dallas elbow drop that landed 3 feet off the target.
I'd like it if they did that as them as a tag team. That could work quite well. Or it could sink really badly.
They both have good mic skills, and one of them can wrestle.
Yeah.
Which means it's going to be the Bray Wyatt show. Alright. So Bobby versus Bray. We're already there. We might as well make some predictions if it happens.
Bray, I'd say Bray because I got his action figure.
Plot twist: Alexa Bliss aligns with Bobby Lashley, another Beauty and the Beast kind of. Alexa, be quiet. Alexa, be quiet. Oopsies.
The wrong one.
Yeah, they do the whole Beauty and the Beast segment all over again. Oh, hey Cammy,
Yeah.
what's up, man? Do the whole giant and 5 foot tall that person. And that could be a major plot twist, man. Can you imagine, like, okay, here you got Bobby, good old Bobby. Brock Lesnar wants to fight Bobby. Bobby's too nice for Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar just wants Bobby to be a meanie. But can you imagine, like, Bobby just like one hand slinging little Miss Bliss all the way across the ring, all the way to the announce table, just like, whee! Yep.
Whoopsie.
Got him. It's just the acrobatics, bro. Man, that would be a hell of a show.
What would be more funny is he throws her, she lands foot first in Pat McAfee's face.
I saw a little snippet
And both
of
the rest
Pat
of this
McAfee's
go,
live stream yesterday.
nailed it.
Can you imagine, like, oh man, him and what's that other guy that just goes absolutely insane, like it's the end of the world, every little move. It's not Corey. It's the Irish guy.
I can't remember his name.
Oh, there you go.
I've been watching SmackDown more because I like the commentary now.
Commentary's great. Both shows, in my opinion. Unless you got JBL on there. Get that guy out of here. I don't like him.
It's got Wade Barrett for SmackDown and Michael Cole. I think that chemistry works. A wrestler and announcer deal kind of works best.
No, you are not a ghost, Cammy. I just had private chat pulled up. All right. I think they're gonna have Bray Wyatt win. Which one did you say?
I said Bray.
No. All right. Let's keep on going. We talked about Damage Control. I made my prediction already. So you got Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky versus the Hall of Famer who has a current championship on her, Trish Stratus, Becky Lynch. And,
and Becky have the women's title.
Oh wait.
Well, women's tag team title.
Okay, yeah. Still, the thought carries over.
Yeah.
Why does a Hall of Famer have a championship?
She wanted the belt.
You know, that's an interesting statement. She wanted the belt. My question back. Has Lita ever held a title in the WWE Women's Championship title past the butterfly belt?
I don't think she has had any belts past that belt.
I know that there's a group of people out there that have like a personal vendetta against that butterfly belt. And you saying she wanted the belt just makes me wonder if she wanted her last title run because she wants a replica and to display all of the titles that she has held. I mean, I would. I mean, I don't know about her, but just assuming, you know. So, makes me wonder, you know, how's that going? You know, conversations. Masked Singer was good. Was it good? My winner is Damage Control. Who you got?
I would say Damage Control too, because
Is that for the titles or no?
it's not for the titles.
Alright, cool. Good old Brock Lesnar versus Omos.
My brother calls him the fridge box
The fridge.
because he doesn't move as much or that well. But I
Brock
could
versus
see that as a good match if they do enough stuff. If they're just gonna slap each other, that's just not gonna be fun.
I agree. I think that if it's an athletic match,
Yeah,
then it'll be very entertaining.
yeah.
I think both of them. Well, I don't know about Omos. I just don't know Omos's move set other than like your typical big man move set. Can he deliver a quality suplex? Because if we had Suplex City on Omos and then Omos delivers Suplex City back, and then we've got Spear, and I mean, I don't know what Omos's finishing move is. The double choke fist thing? I honestly don't know.
I have no clue.
So we don't, both of us wrestling fans don't know what this guy's actual moveset are, and that shows like how
Yeah.
mid-carder he is. Going up against Brock Lesnar, who can do suplexes and spears and joint submission holds, and put people to
Yeah.
sleep with something called a Kimura, or a Kimura, that looks like a sleeper hold from the 1980s, but done properly. And triangle chokes.
It's one of those that, if done right, it will be a good match. If done wrong, it could. Like, Vince books this match could go really slow.
Omos doesn't really have a moveset. He's just there to be a punching bag. And then occasionally bludgeon somebody. That's every Omos match that I remember ever. Like, he just sits there and takes it and takes it and takes it and then clotheslines the hell out of them. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Maybe that's his finisher.
The clothesline. How innovative in 2023. The show of all shows, the grandest stage of them all, the culmination of an entire year's worth of build-up. In the land of the stars, Hollywood, California, but not really because it's not in California, or it's not in Hollywood. But Mid-Carter versus former Ultimate Fighting Championship champion.
Mind you, he does sweat a lot, so that might be the finisher.
Up the sweat.
Yeah. Bad BO could knock you out.
Everybody slips on the mat and just face first knocks himself out on the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
I want it to be a good match. I see it being slow. Very slow.
I think,
All right.
well, I'm hoping it's going to be interesting.
Now I see Brock will win. Well, hold on. We got MVP. Wait a minute. I forgot. We've got the X Factor.
Yeah. MVP.
MVP. Do we see? Oh. No. I was gonna say, what if we had Paul Heyman come out there and do a little song and dance with MVP in Brock Lesnar's corner, but he's gonna be preoccupied unless this is on a different night. He's gonna be preoccupied with what's his face over there. I want to look at this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 matches. So in a 4-hour show, you've got 8 time slots of 30 minutes. Wrestling matches go about 20
Unless
minutes.
they do adverts.
Right.
And very long promos.
I'm just looking at this like, it's looking like it's actually going to be an action-packed card, unless what you said, and it's going to be advert. Same video package. Like, they learned their lesson years ago. They can't keep people there too long. That's why I was doing the math out in my head there. They kept people in an arena for like 7-8 hours one time for one of these events. And people got stir crazy. They didn't want to be there anymore. They were leaving before the main event. It made for bad TV. So that's, you know, a reason that they're continuing to split WrestleMania into 2. There's too much storyline to wrap up. There's too many things to do for one day. Not to mention you double your ticket sales. Jesse, what's up, man? Back to work. Hey, good work day to you, sir. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thanks for stopping in. It's about right, I guess. 5 matches in 5 hours. So it'd be 6 matches in 5 hours. But it's not going to be a 5-hour show. It's going to be like a 4-hour show. So we're back to 20-minute matches and 40 minutes worth of advertising on a 4-hour show. We'll see.
Yeah, me think Streamlabs is drunk.
Streamlabs, what did you say? Battle of the Sidekick? Oh my god, it didn't like the word ass.
Oh. Really? What a shocker!
That was not cool, Streamlabs.
Yeah, you're supposed to be there for bullying tactics and things like that, not the word ass. Seriously. Grow up, Nightbot.
Moving on. Sheamus or Drew McIntyre or both versus Gunther for the WWE Intercontinental title.
That could be interesting.
That's gonna be match of the night. I think that's going to steal the show. It's going to be
Yeah.
very physical. They're going to lay in chop after chop. They're going to lay in clothesline after Balron, drum beating after big boot, after turnbuckle slam, after suplex and body slam. It's going to be
Someone's going to have a very red chest.
Yeah. Both of those guys are going to be bruised after the end of this match, and it is going to be a slobber knocker.
McIntyre hits quite hard. Gunther hits hard, and Sheamus. They all hit hard, and they're going to just be bright lit up. They're going to be lit up like the 4th of July.
Like all of those guys, I want to see him wrestle Masaharu Morimoto. No, I don't. That's a professional chef. Masaharu. I know there's a guy over in New Japan.
Yeah.
And he's like a freaking tank, man. Boom, boom, boom. And if you don't hit him back hard enough, he hits you harder.
Yeah.
Minoru Suzuki is the guy's name. He's like the Undertaker was in the WWE. He's like the gatekeeper over there. That's going to be a good one, man. Whoever it is, I look forward to Gunther retaining and going on to be a star. I mean, it's kind of a thing, like Sheamus has been there, Drew has been there. Drew, they're both great. I'd rather see Drew take it than Sheamus.
Yeah.
But I would like to see Gunther progress.
I personally would like to see Gunther versus Cody Rhodes one day.
I want to see Cody versus Sami Zayn.
That's cool. Realistically, look, the best part of the Royal Rumble for me was the end of it, where it was Gunther versus Cody. That was really good.
I agree. That's why I want to see more of Gunther. Absolutely.
So next, I would say is your favorite wrestler, John Cena versus Austin Fury.
I keep wanting to call it Austin Fury. What's up, Fiend? What's up, man? Austin Theory versus One Chain. One Chain. Okay. Here's what I want to see.
Blood and guts.
What?
Blood and guts.
Blood and guts. I want to see a theatrical performance from both of these characters. Like leading up to and also before the battle. I want to see chains wearing rapping John Cena come out and go into some kind of battle of words with Austin Theory. Because Austin Theory's got that edge to him, that vanilla icy kind of rapper gimmick thing, but not
Has he
really.
also got a slappable face?
He really does.
Mm.
Um,
They need to put that out more. That everyone should slap him.
and then like I want to see it progress into a promo, like because then like you've got John Cena and his rapper gimmick, and then you've got Theory that comes back at Cena, and he's like, "Oh, you're just going back on an old stupid rapper gimmick," and then you see Cena cut him off, take off the chains, throw down whatever, and say, you know, go back into current John Cena that's just gonna, you know, cut down and destroy anybody on the microphone, Seth Rollins
Yeah.
included. You know, like he's just gonna sit there and shut Theory down. And I want to see Theory try to get up, but no. And then the beatdown's gonna happen. Theory's
Yeah.
gonna win over the old man, but it's gonna be a war of words to begin with, and it's gonna be a great match. They're gonna protect the hell out of Cena. I hope Cena doesn't get hurt, but yeah, I mean, I think it'll come down to either a low blow or something silly. I don't think he's gonna win clean, but I think they're gonna have
Or Vince McMahon comes out.
breaks both quads
And
walking
goes,
down the ramp instead of
ringing
getting
the
in
bell.
He comes down wheeling Earl Hebner down in a wheelchair. And then you got that bald dude coming out trying to stop both of them. You can't do that. And then Triple H comes out with a sledgehammer. And Stone Cold comes and just cleans house while Mick Foley counts to 3 count.
Yeah. But who wins? Cena or Fury?
What would the Theory?
I'm with Cena.
I think Cena's going to take the U.S. Championship back.
Yeah, have him come back one more time, lose the belt then.
Take it back to
Puts
Hollywood.
Fury over.
Polish it up all nice and pretty. Hang it up on a shelf.
There's only need to have Cena wrestle one day out of 30.
This was something like when I kind of understand this now. Remember when WWE had a movie studio? You know what that allowed them to do? That allowed them to cast professional wrestlers that I don't know how this works entirely. I'm just theorizing. Like that allowed them to cast wrestlers that weren't members of like the Actors Guild or something like that. And you know that's this whole thing with John Cena and anybody shooting a movie in Hollywood right now. They've got the insurance company for the big budget film that's got their agreements set up so they can't wrestle. Not to mention the time constraints. So when WWE had its own film company, they had their own umbrella. They're like, okay, yeah, you can wrestle too, and shoot a movie at the same time. Yeah, that's fine. But the liability on big money out in Hollywood is it's a little bit different. I would think. Could be wrong. Interesting. Why does John Cena need a championship?
It's John Cena. He wants to take it down the red carpet. Get that belt. More fans.
It's another gimmick match, in my opinion.
Mm.
It's a lack of talent, lack of stardom. Originally, it wasn't supposed to be that. I think you said that earlier. It was supposed to be John Cena versus somebody else, wasn't it? Logan Paul.
That's
now
what
they're
he
teasing
wants.
it. Logan Paul versus John Cena at SummerSlam, isn't it?
Could be.
Now that would be a great match. John Cena versus Logan Paul. John Cena again, the verbal beatdown. and then the 5-knuckle shuffle to back it up.
So this is out of the show. Do you see The Rock appearing with anything to do with the show?
Do I see The Rock have anything to do with the show?
Yeah.
No.
Same. He just won't put anyone over. Is my brother's argument. It's like, you want me to put him over? Goodbye. That's how a phone call will go with The Rock.
I don't. My trust has been lost with The Rock.
Hmm.
Is he a great entertainer? Sure. Is he a great public speaker? Sure. Is he gonna come back to the WWE and be a part of that universe? I don't think so. And if he does, like, that means he's got so many outside endeavors that he's going to have to abandon or keep quiet, because the WWE is not going to go for that cross promotion kind of deal. I mean, he's not as big as Snickers, sadly. So it's not like, you know, they're going to have his brand of energy drink sponsoring WrestleMania. They're going to have Coca-Cola or McDonald's. You know, he's not a multi-billion-dollar company with his little energy drink thing. He's not Red Bull even. So, like, him having any vested interest in the WWE universe is where things fall apart for me. Just like everybody else, like Logan Paul included. Like, does he have any vested interest? Like, why does he need a title? If he's not going to come in here, like, if he just wants to come in here and treat it as a sport, like boxing, like, I get it. But it's not that. It's not like boxing. Not yet. Like, pre-scripted MMA, is that going to be a thing? Probably. Like, it's going to evolve into that because, I mean, pro wrestling is getting very stale very quick with the lack of star power that we have. It's taking these spectacle events. Like, it's 2023 and we have not Becky Lynch, we've got Lita, we've got Trish Stratus, we've got John Cena, we've got, who else is on here? Sheamus. He's kind of in that has-been category. I hate to say it that way, but kind of is. We've got 3, like, 2000s. Rey Mysterio. These are our main draws of a 2023 wrestling event. Have we not evolved? No. We've created AEW. We saw the rise of New Japan interest in the United States. And due to the rising interest of New Japan Pro Wrestling and the availability of their streaming service and a little chain franchise called Hot Topic selling Bullet Club gear because of Finn Balor and AJ Styles and the Good Brothers, that sparked pro wrestling's interest. AEW came along. AEW is on fire right now. Unfortunately, I don't get to see and have not seen any of it. But as far as the media goes that I consume, AEW is on fire. They've got the wrestlers, they've got the gimmicks, they've got the excitement. They have forced WWE to put pyro in their shows again. They've provided competition that was greatly needed, and there's a rumor going around that Vince is running the shots over there too. Nick Patrick was saying that that might be a thing. Former WCW and WWE referee Nick Patrick. It's spawned a whole different company, and that's where I think it's gonna, like, that's where the talent is. Like, the dream is to make it into the big show. And I think, people are going to try to get into AEW, which is run by already successful wrestlers. You know, so they're going to make their way into AEW, and then WWE is going to try to sandbox them in the Performance Center, and who's going to deal with that? Like, if John Cena came into AEW and they're like, no, sir, you have to go through 6 months of training at our training school with a bunch of new green rookies who may possibly injure you until you can wrestle on our show. Who's going to go for that? Nobody? Nobody smart? I mean, unless they just want the money. And yeah, Cammy brings up a good point. Says Ray, I believe, is retiring and believe he's being inducted. I like the theory. I think it's good. Ray has been talking about retirement. He wants to retire in the WWE. He stated that many occasions. And it also makes sense that when is the Hall of Fame? Is that still on a Monday these days or something?
I'm not sure.
Like, here's my entire thing about it. I've been on a roll with this, my pro wrestling soapbox, this entire broadcast. If Ray's in the Hall of Fame before this show happens, stop. Current roster wrestlers do not need to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. Special appearances coming back out of the Hall of Fame, I get it, sure. If, like, what's her face? The chick over in AEW, Saraya. If Saraya was inducted into the Hall of Fame, let's Draws, if Draws or somebody came out, he had his neck broken, they got inducted into the Hall of Fame because they were medically diagnosed as never being able to compete again. And then all of a sudden they can. Great. Edge is a bad example because Edge didn't come back full time. If somebody comes back full time, okay, I get it. These people, they're not full-time wrestlers. They have titles on them. They're wrestling in the greatest show of them all against mid-carders. Yep. Okay, so it's the day after WrestleMania. That makes sense, storyline-wise. Makes total sense.
Maybe it's going to be maybe it'll be a Musk versus Korea match. Well, I'll take your Musk. And
I've heard that.
Because apparently Ray wants to pass the Musk on to Dominic.
I've heard that rumor. I would be interested to know what the culture is. I know in Mexico, as a luchador, if you lose your mask, you are like publicly outed as your real self. And you're not allowed to wear that mask again. You are allowed to return under a different mask, I think. But it all has to be approved by some governing luchador body. Rey Mysterio was unmasked in WCW and sought out special permission to remask and was granted special permission by whoever that governing body is. And I say all of this to ask the question, when you go to see Rey Mysterio at a contract signing, not a contract signing, at an autograph signing, when you go to see Rey Mysterio at a public speaking engagement, do you want to see Rey Mysterio wearing a mask and speaking as Rey Mysterio, or do you want to see Rey Mysterio without the mask wearing a polo? I would rather see Rey Mysterio wearing his elaborate Rey Mysterio mask because that's the person that I know. That's the face I know. And I think flip-flopping back and forth, like, everywhere you go, like Jerry Lawler, for example. For everywhere you go, Jerry Lawler's got his crown with him. Doesn't matter what he's wearing. Like if he's sitting at a table, there's a crown there. He might not wear it. Is that going to be Rey Mysterio's gimmick? The mask sits there on the table? Because everybody that wants a photo opportunity with Rey, they want a Rey picture with Rey's mask on. How does that play out?
It's like one of these things. I saw like a rumor thing. It's like, we've seen Rey unmasked. Yes, so did I at WCW. And it's just like, no, you pathetic news site. You know nothing. You've never seen wrestling, obviously. So, the only match that I've got left on the thing is the main event, which is Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
Go ahead, man.
I personally think that's one of the interesting ones if the belt's going to be swapped. Because the belt needs to come off of Reigns or it needs to be split. So whenever they come to, say, the UK or another country, they have a main title to defend that can pass between multiple people.
Is there a European title anymore?
Nope.
Alright. Cody versus Roman. Here's what I love about this. Paul Heyman's involved. Paul Heyman has a lot of creative control. Cody is a very creative person. He's great on the mic. He's a bit cookie cutter at the moment, but I think he's a great in-ring performer as well. Cammy also showed me some YouTube rumors. Mic check 1 2. I agree. I think it's time. I think Cody is going to dismantle Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And I think Paul Heyman's going to be in shock. And I think it's going to be a great show. Where's the bloodline at this point in time? They're probably going to, hopefully, if it's on the same match, the same night, maybe they're going to be beat up by Sammy and not be able to help. I don't know. But they're still always solo. But like I think this is going to be the night where we see the implosion of the bloodline. If it hasn't already happened by now. Like I said, I'm behind on wrestling. I truly think it's going to be an explosive main event. I think it's going to be action packed later on in the match. I hope to see a 45-minute what's the name, like when you write a really beautiful song and like it's not a ballad but like an epic
Symphony?
No, not a symphony, almost like a sonnet, but or you know, it's gonna start off. It's gonna be a classic that goes down for the ages. It's gonna be Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan, Hogan versus Macho Man, Brett versus British Bulldog. It's going to be a huge. I mean, we're talking 5 to 10 minutes worth of They're gonna milk that bloodline walk down for everything it's worth. Cody
3
Rhodes is
hours
gonna
later.
have, huh?
3 hours later.
Yeah, 3 hours later. Cody Rhodes, they're gonna let his full song play. I want to see Brandy at ringside. I don't know. Does she still work for AEW?
I think their contracts were up at the same time.
A sonnet. Like, um, like a love letter to the WWE is what this is gonna be. Like, this is gonna be an all-time classic match. I think Roman's gonna be very emotional at the end of it because he's probably I think he's going away for a little while after this is over and done with.
He's got to take a toll because he's coming out every week nearly.
Well, there's his health issues are one thing. So we'll not forget about that, but let's also look at it from this way. You've got Roman Reigns. He's been top dog for 3 years or 2 years, however long it's been. Long time. He doesn't wrestle. We know this.
I think that was in his contract. He doesn't have to make as many appearances.
So why would Top Dog want to start over from the beginning? Why would he want to even throw himself into the contendership program? I wouldn't. Like, if I'm the champion, like, look at this. If I'm the champion, I'm making millions and millions of dollars off of personal appearances and, royalties and, like, all the money that comes with being a reigning, undefending Universal Champion. Like, I'm already rich. I'm already a made man. I'm already rolling up in limos and Bentleys. And, like, why do I want to work again? Because right now it's all about, it's that mafia storyline.
Yeah.
They've got control of all the gold and they just want to sit on it. They don't want to, they want to work as little as possible and sit back and enjoy the riches as they come in. And have everybody else do the dirty work for them. Like people like Solo, people like the Usos. You got Heyman and Reigns just sitting back watching and orchestrating. Like, it's over. It's over.
One thing people keep saying in rumor sites that's missing from the bloodline itself is Rikishi.
It's true. He's a Hall of Famer.
I don't think he would
other than
want to come back.
I don't know if he wants to come back. I don't know if he's still wrestling. I think the last time I saw him, he was at a Hall of Fame ceremony. It's going to be a great match. It's going to be a good run. I think Roman's going to take a break.
Yeah.
I think Paul Heyman's going to find a new stable to work with. Hopefully not Logan Paul.
Maybe he'll work
Who's Heyman going to?
Omos.
He's got MVP. I like
Yeah,
MVP.
but I like MVP, but he can't save a sinking ship.
True. You got the Good Brothers.
Like Omos is could be a good wrestler. It's just he is a bit slow in the way he moves. But that might just be the big guy, giant gimmick wanting to come for it, being pushed.
SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Yeah.
The one wrestler that I do occasionally look to see if there's rumors of is Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, Stone Cold.
And it sometimes comes up with ideas pitched and rejected, kind of thing. But I don't read what they say that much.
Everything in my, like, back to pro wrestling theory storyline. Everything's got to happen for a reason in the pro wrestling business. And like I've said many times, it's easy to figure out a way to get mad at somebody and have a wrestling match. Call somebody ugly, or maybe not that, but tell them that their choice of clothing style is disagreeable, and all of a sudden it's a fight, you know. The Royal Rumble has always had room for surprises. If you're gonna have a gimmick match, make it at the Royal Rumble. Like a comeback gimmick match. Do it once a year. In my opinion. Unless it's got a purpose. Like, what business does Stone Cold have in any of this? What business does anybody have in any of this from the outside? Like, unless they're like
Maybe
personally attacking somebody, like the Theory and the Cena thing. Like if that was Theory provoking Cena on Twitter, and then Cena stepping up saying, "Look here, kid." Like that's one thing. I understand it. I don't know. Maybe Stone Cold's just had enough. I've heard enough. I'm whoop all your.
Any rumors you've heard?
Just the matches.
Ah.
The matches, and kind of interested. I'm gonna click this link right here. Sounds like okay, Batista. Will not be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame this year. He was originally scheduled to be inducted in 2020, and apparently there was some disease that swiped the world and canceled that. And there was a disagreement, or like they couldn't get to an agreement on a contract or something. But he's also currently filming a movie out of the country, so he won't be coming in this year, apparently, according to the rumors. Let's see.
Do you think they'll fit in an Undertaker match? Or was that his last one?
I think the Undertaker's done with the wrestling.
Yeah.
You never say never in wrestling. Like, you never say never. I disagree with a lot of it, but you never say never. I know, and this is one reason I respect the Undertaker. The Undertaker said he was done. He's done. And he's also retired the dead man gimmick, I've heard, or I've read. And that's why he came out as the American Badass the other night.
Yeah.
He's talking again doing public appearances, so the dead man gimmick is kind of dun 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 dun. That's about all I see, man.
I'm trying to think of someone who's not been around for ages, and I can't.
No way. Jose.
Easy with AEW, I think.
Carlito. Epico.
Yeah, they didn't get AEW grabbed up.
Special guest appearance by Kenny Omega. CM Punk comes in.
Apparently, he's getting tricep surgery or has had it. So, recovering from that. But who knows? Punk's had enough of AEW.
There's a lot going on with Punk and AEW. He's got bad heat, good heat, all kinds of heat. On TV, off TV, banned from arenas. Yeah. Lots of stuff going on with CM Punk.
Yeah, but how much of that is TV psych and storyline?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't know.
Could Punk appear on AEW again? Maybe.
You never know. Stuff happens when the cameras aren't rolling.
Or has AEW worked out a deal to buy him out of his contract? And WWE now has CM Punk.
Or Vince McMahon is silently a majority investor in AEW and is controlling the entire thing. Because Cody Rhodes jumped ship. Oh. I still don't understand that. Like, in a business world, I guess I can understand it, but how is that not just a direct conflict of interest? Like, if Cody still has any kind of ownership in AEW, how? Unless he's just like a stockholder. Like, like you and me, just buying stock in a company. Or, like, if he's not privy to inside information. Like, how does that work?
Maybe he just goes to the bookies and gets the info he needs and places a bet on that match. He's really a millionaire. Just on insider betting.
Well, Joe, I think we need to wrap it up on
That's
that
cool.
one. It's been about an hour and a half, so I got to get ready for tonight's stream. I got lots to do. Looking forward to it over on my channel. Either I don't know, I hadn't decided yet. Probably either 7:30 or 8 or 8:30. One of those 3 times. So 3 hours or so from now, or 4 hours from now, depending.
Cool.
It's been fun. Thank you for having me on, man.
Yeah, it's been fun as always. And we'll be back eventually once we've worked out what we're doing next.
Yep.
As always, thank you for watching. So, let's read the names out of who's joined. So, thank you to Fantastic Wit and Cami and Mrs. Blue, then Jessica and Sod Off Tonight. Streamlabs bot.
Hmm.
And Horror Collector Fiend. So I'm gonna go pretend I'm doing something interesting that's not watching YouTube only. Any last words from you?
Thanks for joining us, y'all. Cammy, Wit, Oms, Joe, everybody. It's been fun, and I'll see y'all the next time. Be safe out there.
So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe, and I will see you all again eventually.